I believe in micro 1,000 of them, 2,000 of them. You know, we can take care of it. But 100,000, that's an invasion, and enough is enough. Bruce Wayne said, Nassau County, no effing way, or whatever, and some Suffolk County says way, so you get a DMZ zone in Nassau, Suffolk, and now, last night you guys did a successful thing, and tonight you're going to have with Vito Costello, he's going to be on later on. Yes. Staten Island, tell us what's going on. Right, last night, the power of WABC. First, Sid led the demonstration. I assisted him. His first demonstration.
I think that's good. I think that's good. Fan.
You'll know if I'm arrested. It's not arrested. Thank you, Curtis. But anyway, thousands came in from the Rockaways, the Irish Riviera, and then Brooklyn,
all right.
Park Flatbush. Most of them WABC listeners, that's how they got the information. John, thank you.
All right.
We're the only outlet that has prepared.
All right, I turn this off. Let me turn on my computer. I'll show you guys how to do that because I'm going to do the FTA thing today again. So first thing is first, turn on the power supply. Hello, Mike. How's it going? Turn on the power supply. I'll show you because it has to be a whole thing with this thing. Turn on the power supply down there first, and then we turn on the transceiver. Alrighty. And of course, I turn on the computer. So that. Okay. Focus. Anyway, let it boot up. Wait for that to boot up. And long time no see, Mike. I know we keep missing my live stream. I just decided to come on today for a bit because I'm leaving Friday for Indiana, and I won't be back till next week, right before Labor Day. So I'll be gone the whole week. So this is going to be my last stream until after Labor Day. Yeah, so it'll be my last live stream until after Labor Day. So I just came back from Pennsylvania a few days ago. I had to catch up on some stuff here. Otherwise, I was thinking about coming on Saturday, but it was just I was here Saturday, but I had to catch up on a few things because as soon as we get back from Wisconsin, then Indiana, then I gotta host Labor Day barbecue and stuff. So I'm getting ready for that now. So when I come back, I don't have to do all those things like clean the yard. I'm gonna mow the lawn tomorrow and things like that. So that way when I come back, because we're gonna be back on a Saturday. Not next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, next Saturday. Saturday before Labor Day. And then Sunday I'm gonna have to cook. I'm gonna have to cook out before Labor Day, actually. Day before Labor Day. And Labor Day, I'm gonna have another cookout, but I'm gonna have people over on that Sunday. So, when you entertain people, you gotta have the place all picked up and everything, So, okay, what's going on here? Still booting up. Wow. Why is it taking long to boot up? Come on. Okay. Yeah, let me just. I forget it. Not that everybody's gonna see what I'm typing, but just to be on the safe side, Like, ooh, I guess your password. I'm gonna hack your account. I'm gonna hack your PC. Ooh. Okay, master hacker. All right, so now that I have the transceiver on, I'm gonna keep saying it because I'm gonna eventually make a video on all this, but I turn on FL rig first. Okay, is the mouse on? Yes, it is on. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's not on. Duh, it's not on. Yeah. So I turn on FL rig first. and show you because I get the question off and off, and I'm gonna make a video on the whole setup. Let me see if we can zoom in the FL rig. So my FL rig is configured for, let's see where the setup transceiver, right? And you see it's already there. The Zygo G90. That's how I set mine up. I use FL rig because in WSJTX, if I try to do the same setup, it goes wonkers on me for some reason. So this is why I like FL rig. It also works with my Yaesu FT818ND. I find it that if you use FL rig, it works very well. You know, you do all the setup on FL rig. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and then what you do is when you open up WSJTX, over here, trying to hold this thing steady. You know, of course, there is a way where you can set up the radio directly to WSJTX by going to the radio tab. I like FL rig because I just got to put in FL rig. That's it. I don't have to do anything else. Everything else here is just, you know, recommended, you know, just by, you know, using it this way. If I didn't, before I found out about FL rig, you actually got to put the radio. You got to locate the radio and you put the radio. But I had trouble with that. When I would put my radio, especially my Yaesu FT818ND, first of all, they didn't even have it listed. It wasn't even listed on it. It was only the FT818, not the ND one. But, you know, I would put the FT818. That was the one that was listed there. However, I'll show you. I'm not going to do it, but I'll show you the one that's listed. Unless they updated it. Maybe they updated it. No, you see, it's not updated. It says FT818. When I put that rig in there for my Yaesu FT818, it acts up. It gives me problems. So that's why I recommend FL rig for this particular one. It works perfect. And of course, the Zygo, where's the Zygo? X, right? X. Right there. So the Zygo G90 is right there. I can just hook it straight to the, you know, I don't need the FL rig. But I like FL rig anyway. It works for me. So there you go. You could do it this way too. But I just do FL rig. Okay. I just use FL rig. And I use this. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So I'll use FL rig. Focus in there. I'm trying to focus in there. So I'll use FL rig instead of setting up the radio here directly. Okay, that's why I use FL rig. I get that question I've asked quite a bit on my emails. So that's what I do. You know, I tried before I found out about FL rig, I tried the G90 directly into WSJT. That one works fine. But the Yaesu FT818ND directly to a WSJ. Some people had good success on it. Me, not so much. But then again, I haven't tried it recently because the issue that I had with that was the issue that I had with that originally was DigiRig. Okay, when I, you know, my Yaesu. I'm not talking about the G90 that has its own interface. Zygo makes the interface for that one. And it's right here. I'll show you. It's right here. Actually, let me just show you. You see, it's right there. That is the one for the Zygo. Okay. For the Yaesu, I bought this one. DigiRig. You see, it has a port, USB. Focus in there. There's B, and then on this side is for the I have it upside down, sorry. On this side I have the audio and the serial cable, you know, that connects to, you know, the Yaesu with this cables. I'm gonna take out all the cables, but I might as well do it. I mean, no, there's only two people watching. It's okay. I'll take my time. I'll show you the cables. They're right here. Okay, so this is for the Yaesu. So you see one end is for the Yaesu, the other end, oh, let me just focus it. The other end is for the, and you notice it has three stripes. Very important that it has three stripes. If it has one stripe, no good. It has to have three stripes. But when you hook it up to a, well, this one, the JG rig goes straight to the PC, but the other one, the Yaesu one, I hooked that one up to a sound card, to a USB sound card. And that one, you have to have the, you know, when you use the patch cable, I'm going to make a video on all that. I'm going to make one series of videos for the how to hook up the G90 to the computer for you to use FT8 and all that. I'm going to make a series of videos on that. And that's going to be when I come back from my vacation. Then I'm going to attempt again the Yaesu. And once I set that up, I'm going to make a series of videos on that. Because like I said, I'm new to amateur radio. My anniversary is coming up, my 1 year that I got my technician license. And I'm learning about all these things. This for digital modes, by the way. If you're talking to SSB, you don't have to worry about all this stuff. But this is for digital modes. So you see, you got one for the where is my digital? So you got one that's gonna go into. So one of these is going to go into the audio, one is going to the serial, and then this end is going to go to the back of the Yaesu. These two. Okay, that's how you set that up. And then, of course, we had all that set up. By the way, all this stuff costs money. Even these cables, they're not cheap. And trust me, I shop around for a bargain shop. They're not cheap. They're still not cheap. You know, they're not $2. Put it that way. For each cable, it's not like $2 or something like that. It's not even $5. I think I forgot how much I paid for both of them. I'm trying to remember. I don't want to. I think it was like $40 for both. It's, you know, so that's not cheap. And then of course the DigiRig, and you know, and of course for that one I got the right down here. I'll show you. Let me just show you the wires back over here. Let me put the DigiRig back on. Of course, the Yaesu, and also when I bought that, I had to buy the auto tuner. Okay, so I had to buy the auto tuner also because it does not have a built-in tuner. Like the G90 has a built-in tuner, but the Yaesu does not have a built-in tuner, so I had to buy that too. So I'm all set up for the Yaesu now. Of course, since I got the G90, I love the G90. You know, it's pretty simple to set up. It's a lot simpler than the Yaesu to set up. And that's why I love the G90. So I'm gonna make a series of videos on that. I'm setting it up the G90 first because that one's more the one I'm using more. And then the Yaesu, I'm gonna set that up and do a series of videos on that to set up. Because you gotta set up the first thing you gotta do is you gotta set up the settings in your radio, in your transceiver. So my first video will probably be the transceiver settings. for digital mode. And then the next video will be, well, in the same video, it'll just be a long video. Most likely it'll be a long video anyway. I know people say, oh, it's too long. Well, just skip, watch. So it'll be like the first part of the video will be the settings inside the transceiver for digital mode. Then the next series will be the wiring, the cabling, the whatever adapters you need. And then finally, the software end of the settings. You know, and I might even try to do both methods. Set up the radio directly into WSJTX, and then I'll do, or set it up with FL rig. Sorry, I can't focus in there. Okay, hold up. My cable's not that long, so that's why I have to be careful. I don't want to disconnect it. Okay, I'm sorry. I can focus in there, bro. There you go. So I'll do one series of video. I'll do the video and I'll give you both options. Set it up directly into WSJTX. If you don't want to use DigiRig, and I can set it up without it. Of course, in my case, because of it, I can try the G90 this way. I think when I first started the G90, I tried it this way, and it worked fine. But I think it's better with the FL rig. But that is my opinion. People have their own opinions about it. You don't need FL rig. You can just, it would be better if I could use it directly into. Okay, this watch is a little too. My wrist got a little too big for this watch. So let me take off this watch. Then I'll put my other watch on. And I didn't realize that this watch is so. I need a longer band now for that. So let me go with the good old fashioned this guy. It's a lot bigger. I forgot I got fatter wrists now. All right, much better. Much better. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a series of those videos, and that's gonna take time. I'm gonna edit it. I want to cover everything on there. I don't want to overlook anything. And I think those would be good videos for people to, like in my case, when I got back into, not when I got back into, what am I saying? When people were telling me, oh, you should get your technician license and all, and so on, excuse me. And then I finally did. And then I decided, I decided to get my license to do FTA. And that's what I did. So cancel that because I don't need that. And then we got a little bit of activity going on. Okay, so you got your Europeans. Yeah. Actually, let me stop that. Let me tune. All right, now I can. All right, good. And hello, Jim's radio check. I'm doing fine. Like I was just saying a little while ago, this is going to be my last live stream until after the Labor Day weekend. I'm going off to Indiana in a couple of days. So I'll be there for, it's going to be about a whole week, which I'll be back next Saturday, not just coming Saturday. So I'll be gone for a whole week. So I won't be back. So this is going to be my last stream. I wanted to do it over the weekend, but I was busy doing last minute stuff. Before we leave out of here, I had to set up everything over here for the when I get back, I'm hosting, Labor Day barbecue and all that stuff. So this will be my last live stream until I come back. So I decided to do it today. I have nothing else to do today. I'm gonna be out for a couple of hours or whatever. And then I'll be getting ready for packing. So let me also, sorry. So it's 98 degrees over there, and wow, it's hot over there. No, over here I couldn't ask for better weather. Yeah, these last couple of days were perfect. Today's right now 77 degrees and sunny outside. At night, it went down to like the lower 60s. It was really nice and cool. Last night, I was sitting out there in my backyard with my radio and listening, and I was just sitting out there having a couple of, I know I'm gonna break it, but I had a couple of beers. So we don't have no heat waves over here and so forth. Man, 102 tomorrow. Wow. Wow. Well, I think over here we might hit 90, I think by Saturday. But I won't be here. I'll be here. I'll be over there actually. I'll be over there in a few days. I'll be in Indiana. Because we're leaving out of here Friday. Friday, we're leaving out of here to Indiana. We're going to stay in Indiana for a couple of days. And then we're going up to Wisconsin for about three days. 2 nights, excuse me, 2 nights. 2 nights. And then we're coming back down, and then we're coming home. So we're going to meet up with my sister-in-law in Indianapolis. And then we're all going to go to Wisconsin. So, and Jim said it's supposed to cool off to the 70s on Friday. Okay, so then, yeah, because we're leaving Friday morning out of here, but we're driving there. It's about 10 hours from Yonkers to Indiana, about 10 hours, 11 hours. So along the way, cheaper to drive than to fly there and all that nonsense. And my son loves it. I like it too. I like long road trips. I love road trips. I like train rides, and I'm not a fan of flying anymore. For obvious reasons. One is, sometimes you sit next to somebody and it's so cramped up. I don't know, it was me. I remember as a little kid when we flew, people were more, it was much better flying back then. It was more comfortable flying. I think the meals were better back then. It was now you see all these horror stories now. People having meltdowns on a plane and all that. I don't want to be around that nonsense. That's why I don't enjoy flying. Even when we went to Florida, I said, you know what, let's just take the train. Take the train, or a couple of exceptions is when, like, for example, 10 years ago when we went to Las Vegas, my wife and I, yeah, we flew. But we were next to each other, we was the only two, and so. But I don't enjoy flying anymore. Really, I try to avoid it. I try to avoid it. I rather go on a long ride and stop along the way, and I like to enjoy the scenery and things like that. I'm still like that little kid that likes to sit next to the window and so. And hello, Robert Varner. Hope you're doing well. And let me put, I forgot to put live chat. Live chat, because top chat seems to skip. Okay, here you go. Okay, so before it gets a little. And hello, Dwayne Trivet. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well from Tennessee. And hello, Bobby from Morgan City, Louisiana. Shortwave call sign WA5107 SWL. And yeah. And let me show you, because a couple of people asked me a while ago, and there's videos on it, but I'll just put the website, because some people want to know if You know what? Let me just type it. I don't want to start typing the URL. Let me just get it from. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna get into that in a minute, Bobby, because I don't really want to talk about another channel on my channel. I'm really done with that stuff. So I'm gonna put the link. Let me put the link to this thing. A couple people asked me about why is that? What's that call sign that people put sometimes that is not a ham? This is a shortwave call sign. I have one. Mine is WA2127 SWL. That is my shortwave call sign. And you go to a website. This is a website that does that. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. Like Bobby has his WA5107 SWL. People ask me all the time about this stuff. So let me address that real quick. And the website is there. Schwar is a SWARL. And what happens when you go here? You go below here. Where is it at? You sign up here. You sign up here. All right. You're not gonna use your info for anything, nefarious, anything like that. So in my case, I put my info because they're gonna email you a PDF. Is it a PDF? Image? I forgot what it is. Anyway, you sign up here, okay, and then you submit this, and you're gonna get your SW. And the reason why when you do like PSK Reporter, and you don't have like now I have a amateur radio call sign, but before that, when you want to do PSK Reporter, and before I had my license, I would put my shortwave. Let me show you. When you're doing the PSK Reporter, right? You wanna if you don't have an amateur radio call sign, you could put your shortwave call sign. Okay. Or if you want to send an EQSL to an amateur radio operator, I get a few EQSLs from shortwave listeners. So of course they send you this image of it, like on your. So I printed mine out and I put it on my frame. I printed it out. It looks nice. It looks nice. See? So this is what you get. So this is what you get when you sign up with SWARL. You get your shortwave call sign, and it's unique to you. This is my shortwave call sign, and I can use this for EQSL, PSK Reporter. Of course, like when you set up, for example, SDR Uno has an FT8 plugin. There's an X section which says put your call sign. You can put this one in there. And what it does is when you go to PSK Reporter and you want to monitor what you're listening to, what your antenna is listening, you'll see it. When you do the search, I'll show you that. Let me put this back up here. So I'm going to open it up over here. Okay, somebody's calling CQ. Let me see if I can get it from him. Brazil. Okay, let me see if I can get in touch with that Brazil guy. All right, so PSK Reporter, right? So for example, PSK Reporter, you go here. I'll show you. You're gonna add about 40 seconds. I'm just gonna go through it. I'm not gonna stop no more for ads. Because on the replay, the ad doesn't show up on the replay. So, for example, in my case, PSK Reporter right now, because I already have mine set up with my call sign. Right here. You see my call sign is right here. But if you're a shortwave listener, you're gonna put your SWL call sign in here, and then you're gonna put receive. Because you're only receiving. You're not transmit. See, mine is sent because those signals I send out. But in PSK reporter for a shortwave listener, you're gonna put receive by, and then you're gonna put your shortwave call sign here, and whatever band you're listening to, and then you'll get those reports. What you're able to pick up, what you're able to listen to, and that's I get EQSLs, but I get EQSL from. I got a few of them for shortwave listeners that they heard my transmission. Okay, so that's why people ask me about that. What is that call sign that? And they mentioned Bobby. Said, "That's that call sign that Bobby puts up." I said, "Yeah, that's a shortwave listener call sign." Okay, because in my case, I just want to leave it on sent because I only care about who's hearing my signal. So somebody just heard me from Greenland. So somebody on 10 meters FTA, somebody just heard me in Greenland 9 minutes ago. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me see what else. Okay, I guess this guy's not going to reply, so let me move on. Let me go back to here. Okay. So that's why, if you're not an amateur radio operator and you don't have a call sign, I would just go here and apply for the shortwave listener call sign, because even when you sign up for QRZ, you can sign up as a shortwave listener, and also QRZ.CQ, QRZ.CQ. Let me just move away from it when I type that in. Let me see, QRZ.CQ. Go there. Okay, let me agree on this thing, cookie thing. So, for example, QRZ.CQ. I know QRZ.com does have call sign, but also QRZ.CQ. Okay. And we go to the main, excuse me. So let me see if I see any of them here. So these are all call sign. Let's see if I see anybody with the SWO. Now let's take example of this guy. He has a SWO call. So see, he's a shortwave listener from Russia, but you see that's a shortwave listener call sign. Okay, UA. And then he has a 4-digit number, then it ends in. So this is a shortwave listener. Okay, so that's what, so even if you get that call sign, even if you're not a licensed amateur radio operator, you can still get a shortwave listening call sign. It allows you to sign up to websites like this. And of course, in my case, I get EQSLs from shortwave listeners. And so, that's what I did. I mean, because I used to look at Bobby's, like, what is that call sign? Then I looked it up, and then I found this website. I don't know if there's other websites that you can sign up for that, but I know the main one is this one. I don't know there's another one. So this is the one, the SWAR. Okay, why is it doing that on my screen? Okay. The SWARL. And the website's right there. I'm going to put the website also in the description. At the end of the live stream, after the live stream, excuse me, I'll put that in there also. Yeah. So, because I got that question before in my email, and Bobby reminded me about that. So, yeah. So, if you have a call, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything. And you get a nice little certificate like that with your call sign. I'm pointing at it right now. It's on a frame right there. So, Yeah, so I printed mine out. I did mine with laminated, not laminated. Yeah, it is kind of a laminated paper. I print that, inkjet print. I printed it out and I put it up there. That's it. Because they're gonna say when they, and it takes a few days, so be patient when you sign up for it. Mine, my SWO call sign was like fast, like within 48 hours. Some people had to wait a few days, but when I did, it was like not even 48 hours. I got my email, and they send you a, it send you a link to the, it's a PDF. They send you a link. It'll be like, swar.org/ and then whatever, and you'll see that image, your image of your call sign or PDF. I forgot what it was. So I saved mine and I printed it out, and so. And like I said, it doesn't cost anything, and it does help out, for when you sign up for programs like that, like when you're doing EQSL, or so you don't have to have a call. You don't have, because some people don't want to. Some people don't care for obtaining a radio license, and you know, that's their prerogative. That's fine. Like for a long time, I didn't have until this year. So I finally got, next week it'll be 1 year that I got my amateur radio license. So I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name, but it looks like I don't know. How many times do you have connected? Right now I have the MFJ 1886 loop, which is on the roof. I have my NFED, which is the one I'm using now for transmit. That's the only one I actually use to transmit. I have a discone on the roof and the MLA 30. So right now I have 4 antennas connected coming in. Four. I have a couple of more, but they're not connected right now. I have the rest of them. I have another MFJ 86 loop, which is not connected. I have 2 more MLA 30s, and one of them I'm going to take with me. I'm going to take with me when I go on vacation in a few days. I'm going to take MLA 30 with me. And that one is modified. The one that's coming up here, the one that's coming in here is not modified. That's a stock MLA 30, but the one I'm taking with me is modified. So I'm going to take that MLA 30 with just a ring, the one that came with it, the little wire that come with it. I'm going to take a small broomstick and throw it in the trunk. And I'm going to hammer it, if I can, because I don't know how I don't know how it's going to be over there. In her house, I can do that. But when we go to Wisconsin, we're going to stay at a hotel. It's whatever, hotel. So I don't know what they have there, because unfortunately, so I have 4 antennas right now here connected, but I plan to have more later on, for not here, but in the basement. I want to have set up another area in the boiler room, but that's after the Labor Day and so on. I have to clean out that boiler room, and I have to fix the ceiling. It's a mess, man. That's a mess over there. So right now here is 4 antennas connected. Yeah. All right. So, well, Australia. I think I can get in contact with that guy. Anyway. So right now it's 5:44 p.m. here, 39 minutes and change in the books. 5 people watching, 8 likes. Thank you. So, and so Bobby says that So I know about that. I know that he's gonna do only monthly live stream. I know he say he's gonna do it first Saturday of the month. So I'm thinking about doing the other remaining Saturdays. I'm thinking about it. Um, but I'm also looking into something else too, which I want to talk about a little bit. I am gonna do membership. I actually completed the membership process. I got approved for it. Um, I don't want to show you because I have to finish. I'm announcing it now, myself. And let me see. Let me just and that's optional, by the way. I don't want people to think, it's just that while he brung up, he made a point. Like in his case, and I don't want to really talk about his channel too much, but I understand where he's coming from because he has 40. Let me see how much he has 43,000 subscribers. So 43,000 subscribers is big, you know. Um, and I see, and when I'm in his live stream, he does get a couple of super chats, but I expected sometimes more. And I'm surprised that he doesn't get that many, So yeah, it is kind of like I don't blame him because he's right. And he said that before that his money making channel is not his shortwave channel, is actually his tech channel. His tech channel is way over 100,000 subscribers. So I understand if I was in the same position, if I had another channel that was um you know more popular and making more money, I would focus more on that channel. But I understand why it's the same thing with me. I do this channel because I love it. I love this hobby. Of course, I'm fortunate in my case that you know, um, we have other sources of income that I don't have to. I'm not relying on this channel for any money. I'm not. I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. So in my case, it's different. But I understand in his case that he needs to focus more on the tech channel. I get that. I understand that. I read some of the comments. Some people in this Facebook group. Some people vote like, "Why don't you just get a job?" Like, no, he loves what he's doing. That's his business. That's his livelihood. Is creating YouTube content. And there's a lot of people that create content on YouTube. I'm surprised that he hasn't done a memberships, which I am gonna do. I'm gonna and let me show you what my plan is gonna be. I'm gonna go to customize. Now my membership is gonna be, like I said, it's optional. He's not setting. Well, it actually is already done. Let me show you. So I have to finish the setup. So where is it at? He's not gonna be outrageous. Right here, I'll show you. I'll show you what mine is gonna be. Because I just have to make an announcement. So I'm making the announcement. I'm gonna use this video as the announcement. So I'm just gonna have two tiers. One is gonna be contributor, $2.99 a month. That's it. And then the second tier is gonna be helping hand. Both of them, you're gonna get all these badges and all that stuff. Sorry. And hello, Sanjay. So we focus in there, focus. Because I don't want to be asking for donations and all that. I'd rather just put the membership site. So you get like the badges and all that. I added these. Of course, when I get 5 members, I can add more. Okay, so like you got like these emojis. I put it like this thing cannot focus any better. Can it focus any better? All right. So you see I have like the Statue of Liberty, subway car, Empire State Building, Guggenheim Museum. As you get more members, you could put more. So right now I'm limited to these 4. As I get if I get 5 members or more, then I can add more, and so on and so on and so on. So right now the announcement is done because I'm gonna post this video is gonna be part of the announcement. So this one you're gonna get all these badges. All of them, both of them, you're gonna get all the badges and all that. But the helping hand is $6.99 a month. That one is gonna be, for that one I am gonna do some member only streaming. I'm gonna do regular live stream, but I also want to do member only streaming. And also, there's some other perks in it. I'll get into that when, because I'm even thinking about like what he mentioned, because I know he's gonna do that. He said he mentioned that, which is like Zoom meeting. I don't have a Zoom account. Like I do have a Zoom account, but I mean to host a Zoom meeting with multiple people, I don't have that type of because that you have to pay for. Because I know he's gonna do that. He said it. He said it in that video. He's gonna do like Zoom meetings, which I've been in. I remember the Zoom meeting that they had for I forgot what it was last year. I forgot what it was. It was months ago, a few months back. I said a few months more than that, which was fun. That was fun. For Zoom meeting though, when you're gonna host multiple people, you have to pay for that. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that Zoom meeting thing. I thought about like as a perk or something like that. Of course, some people offer Discord. I'm not crazy about Discord. I'm trying it. I just can't. I'm not feeling Discord. Because Discord, you can set up like, for example, I have a Discord. Right, for example, I have a Discord. I have, Danny Shortwave Discord account. I can send an invite and they go into my Discord, and then, but it's the same thing as, I don't know. I just think it's, I got to go with what people mostly use. For example, Facebook. I have a lot more people on my Facebook like page. I believe I have over 800 followers on my Facebook like. It's about 800. So I could see myself doing live streaming on Facebook. Or just for them, for Facebook. You got Facebook accounts. So I may do things like that too. Not only YouTube, but the membership thing, I'm gonna do it because it's there. There's nobody's obligated to sign up for it. You're not obligated to sign up for it. But if you want the, like the you want the badge next to your name, and you want the emojis, and like I said, I might do some exclusive member. Like I was talking about this video series. I'm thinking about doing that just for members. I know months ago, usually it was a year ago, that I said I really didn't want to do it. But this is now live stream number 75. And at the rate I was going, I could have done this, could have been live stream number 200. But sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, sometimes I want to come in here and I want to do live stream. But I understand in his case, especially if he has 40,000. I mean, I know he mentioned. I read every comment. I read all the comments. He said it's like the same 10 to 12 people that always contribute out of 43,000. I think it's 10 to 12 people he mentioned, and that's a shame. I mean, the guy really. I'm gonna say it. The guy really, he inspired me to do live streaming, and he inspired me to start my channel. So it's a shame that he has 43,000 subscribers and only regular 10, 12 people donate. I mean, that's kind of it's kind of sad. But in his case, I didn't suggest that to him, but somebody suggested that you should do membership, some membership stuff, and I agree. You should do membership stuff. I would have been done it, and that's why I'm doing it now. I'm doing it now, it's because inevitable. I know Jim donated a few weeks ago. Of course, James Farley, donated. Bobby has donated to this channel in the past, months, a long time ago, through PayPal. Bobby has donated here, and that helps. That really helps with not only this, the channel, the content. Because trust me, I ain't swimming in no money here. And by the way, the ads, I don't use ad blockers. I don't block. I just, it's okay to skip the ad. You're not gonna watch a whole ad. But sometimes I'll because I do that with other channels. Like I know in Jill's channel, if I watch one of his videos, if it's a 1 minute ad, I'll let it play. Because you know what? It does help. Yeah. I'm not saying to sit down and watch a 5-minute ad every time you go. No. At least a 1 minute ad. I'll watch it. I'll watch it sometimes. This is because I don't have ad blockers. But that's another reason. Because I noticed my ad numbers, they're going down because a lot of people use ad blocker. I know recently my Chrome update has built-in ad blocker now. So after a certain amount of times you get the banner, or suddenly you get the banner blocked. It'll say ad block, and so that's happening a lot. And that was just with the Chrome update. Inadvertently, it was blocking banner ads. But remember, YouTube counts not only the what they call the video ad or the roll-in ad, is the banners. Any banners that are around it too. That's part of the monetization. So when you're doing ad blockers, you actually are not supporting that channel. My thing is, just watch the ad for a few seconds and then skip it. That's what I do. I do that to channels that I support. I do that. Nothing wrong with that. Because YouTube is trying everything to make it. They're always moving the the goalposts. They give you the setup. When I started in YouTube here, it's gonna be 7 years now in a couple of weeks. You only need 100 subscribers. That was it to get monetized. As I got to 100 subscribers, they changed it. They revamped the whole thing. No, now you need 1,000 subscribers, and now you need 4,000 viewing hours, and that's not easy to get 4,000 viewing hours in a year. It's not easy. Especially if you do a lot of short videos, it's not easy. You have to do more longer videos. You have to live stream to get that 4,000 hour. Either you're gonna live stream, or you better have some videos that really gonna get a lot of views that can make up for that. That's what happened to me. First time I got monetized, I was just uploading video. I wasn't live streaming, but I fell short of the 4,000 hours the following year, and I got kicked off. And that's when I started live streaming. So I'm going to live stream. I'm going to be on as long as I can, whatever, and I'm going to get those viewing hours. And that's what I did. I got the viewing hours, and I got back into the monetization. And that's the bulk of my viewing hours is live streaming. Live streaming and some of the more popular videos. So I understand why he's doing it. Once I don't blame him. I understand. I know he's doing caretaking duties too. So again, I don't want to be talking about his channel only, but I understand. I understand where he's coming from. I understand. I'm surprised he didn't do that sooner. I'm not surprised. Because it is a grind. I love what I do. But I can see why, especially if people that do enjoy the watching this. There's channels that I enjoy watching. Joe's is one of them. I enjoy watching his. I enjoy his live streams, but I also enjoy his videos. Some of the videos, like the one he did, which I want to get into, tracking the ships. I know months ago somebody asked me about that. I think it was Kent. When I was doing the ADSB, I was doing ADSB, right? A live stream doing the ADSB, and I think it was Kent from Seattle. He hasn't been out for a while. I remember he asked me that. He asked me that question. Is there any way to track ships? And at the time, I didn't know. And then look, Joe's just made a video a couple of weeks ago about that, about using the software. It's called is it YAD, YADD, something like that. I have to check. Let me check. Let me go look at the video for that, which I found it cool. It's like, wow, now I'm gonna start doing that. Tracking, because I like, tracking aircraft is I like ADSB. I like tracking aircraft, but tracking ships, that's even cool. That's even, I won't say it's even better, but it's just as good. You always want to add, and of course over here we get a lot of maritime traffic, the Hudson. So let me go to that. Let me see, where's that? Yeah, marine. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. And again, Sanjay. Okay, and I'm just gonna call you SD because I'm not gonna pronounce it. I can't. I bought a mobile 20-meter antenna by mistake that must be mounted on a car. Anyone know how to get it working as a base? 20-meter. I don't know how big that. I don't know how, but let me pause this. And you want to use it for my mistake. So when you bought it by mistake, what antenna you was? If you bought it by mistake, what antenna? I mean, what are you trying to? First of all, what are you trying to achieve? Are you listening, or you want to? You operator. I'll give you an example. I have right there this one. I'll show you. Listening. Okay. So that's not okay. So for example, this was one of my first antennas that I bought. Before I bought all those, when I first started my channel, I just bought this from Walmart. This is one of my first antennas I bought because I had a scanner. I have a scanner. I have a Uniden BC355N scanner, and I didn't have a disco another time. I didn't have I didn't have the money for it. So I saw this at Walmart. This is a CB antenna, mag mount. Even has a little bit. It has about what is it, 10 feet or 20, 15 feet? I forgot. About like 15, 10 feet. I forgot what it was. Anyway, let's see. So this mag mount. Until I commit to buying a disco. I picked it up. This was like $14. Walmart. Of course, you could take it apart, but this is meant for CB. I use it as my scanner antenna. I had this. My roof has edges that is metal. I put this on the roof, and then I had an extension cable. I did really good with this. I picked up, police band, police frequency. I picked up, of course, the air band with this. Of course, it's not tuned for those bands, but I picked up a lot of stuff with this. Okay, just with my scanner. Where's my little scanner at? Anyways, down there is for listening. And when I went to Indiana a few months ago, for ADSB, I used this one. I had this one on my windowsill, and I had this hooked up to my SDR, and I was tracking planes. It's not tuned for it, but it worked. You see what I'm saying? It worked. It's what I had at the moment because I forgot to bring my little ADSB antenna. That one is more tuned for that because that's a gigahertz. So this is not tuned for that, but I was picking up planes. Okay. So I had to make do with what I have. So this worked. You know, in fact, I'm probably gonna take this antenna with me for FM because I want to do FM band scan with my SDR. I'm probably gonna use this one. You know, FM, you know, and maybe ADSB. And then when we go to Wisconsin for the hotel room, I may use this one. So this one I can just take it apart. I can screw it here, unscrew it here, unscrew it here, and I can just throw this in my suitcase. And it has a metal basis. I can just put it. And I had this on a coffee can on the roof. I put a few rocks on the coffee can. Yeah, and I put it upside down. Yeah, I put a few rocks on the coffee can. Then I put the lid on it, the plastic lid on it. I put it upside down. I put this on top of the coffee can. It created a what do they call it? Like a ground plane. And I was listening to police, but I was listening to, you know, a lot of stuff on my scanner radio with this. Again, it's not tuned for it, but it worked. So just for listening, you're fine. You know, I would try, you know. And of course, I also have a 102-inch, yeah, coffee can, and boom. Yeah, coffee can, you know, you fill it up with rocks, put it upside down because I had it on the roof. I didn't want the wind to knock over the coffee can, of course. And I had it up there, and it created a nice little ground plane for it, and it worked fine. You know. I also have a 102-inch CB whip that I bought. It's in the basement. You know, I plan to put that one back up. This is way before I bought my CB radio. I used that one I was using that one for a while for shortwave listening until I finally bought an end fed. But I was using the 102-inch CB before I bought my loop even. That was my first. I had a you know 75 feet of wire, whatever it was. But then after that, I bought a 102-inch CB whip. I put it up on the roof. I was using that for shortwave listening, and it did okay. It did, you know, it did better on the higher bands for shortwave listening, and of course CB listening. And I even used that one with my scanner also, the 102-inch CB whip. And I was picking up stuff on that too. You know, those not, like I said, it's not tuned for it, but it worked. You know, any hunk of metal you can put up high is, you know, you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some. You know, is it tuned for that? No. For example, you know, VHF, it worked fine. UHF, yeah, it's not gonna be as big, but you know, you might still pick up stuff on it. But definitely this one over here, the mag mount. You know, in your case, you have a mag mount. Yeah, I would try. You know, scanner, and because this one worked for ADSB and all that. You know, is it tuned like this one? My ADSB is over. I think I took it downstairs. I think. Oh yeah, I have it. I have it downstairs. It's in my bag. It's ready to go. I have it packed up already. It's a, you know, for ADSB 1090 megahertz or 1 gigahertz. Antenna is this small. It's mag mount, but it's this small. It comes with 20 feet of SMA. 20 feet of thin wire with the SMA. But it's this small, the ADSB antenna. And it has mag mount. But I use this one because I left that when I went to Indiana. I left that one here by mistake, and that was the only antenna I had, and I made use of it. I said, you know what, I'm going to put that antenna in. I was tracking planes. You know, the airport wasn't far away from where. Plus, I was on the second floor. Where I was staying, I was on the second floor, so I put that on the window. You know, the window has a wood, the metal frame. I put that on the window, on the metal frame, and that's it. I was listening to, you know, I heard a little bit of chatter, but ADSB worked good. It was working fine. I was tracking planes. So let me go to that website. I want to show you guys. Okay, agree. So let me zoom out. Let me zoom over here. Oh, Jesus. Let me zoom down to my area. So this is what when I got asked that question, and then of course Jill's. So this website is called marinetraffic.com. So I live, of course, in Yonkers. If I zoom in, let me zoom out a little bit. Sorry. So this is all the shipping or boat traffic that's going on right now. Of course, I don't want to see these businesses. They have ads here. I don't know why they have these ads. Let me see. So if you click on that, this is the vessel. So it's a pleasure craft. Okay. So that one is a recreational pleasure craft, right? So that's recreational. Okay. So I want to zoom out a little bit more. I'm gonna go out to the out here, like by Elizabeth. Actually, let me see if I can. So that's a cruise ship, right? Carnival. Yeah. So you see that one is a cruise ship. The Carnival Venezia. So that's a cruise ship, passenger ship. Okay. So you can decode signals from them. That's what he was showing me. It was another software called YAD. But this is cool because I was wanting to track ships. And what's this one? So this is a sailing vessel. Okay, so there's no, some of them don't, they're not gonna have pictures of it. I'm trying to find a container. But that's a towing vessel. Okay, so like a tugboat or a towing vessel. So the name of that ship is called Cape Hatteras. If I zoom out, let me see. Let me zoom out to the way out here. Let me see that one. Okay, so that one's too far out for it to be so that's an oil tanker. This one right here is an oil tanker. And it's coming from Greece. I mean, it's Greek. So this is a crude oil tanker. So when Kent asked me that question months ago, so there is there is this website, marinetraffic.com. Not okay, sorry for this ad. My God, I'm trying to go away from the ad. Yeah, marine traffic. I think you remember, Jim. Remember Kent? He asked me when I was doing the ADSB live stream and all that. So this is the website, marinetraffic.com. But remember we were looking at the buoys. So let me zoom into off the coast of New Jersey. Let me zoom in over here. So I think they even have the buoys too. Let me see. They have them. Okay. What is this one? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, isolated, whatever it's called. And hello, Douglas, the amateur radio and more. Shalom. Let me see, what is this one? Oh, it's a tugboat. Layla Renee. So that's a tugboat. Oh, okay. So they tell you the speed and what course. Okay. So this is marinetraffic.com. So now I know where to go if I want to track marine traffic. And of course you can, like ADSB. Well, ADSB you need you need the SDR, But this one you can decode the signals you can decode. Some of them are. I know he did it. I forgot what frequency it was. Anyways, in the shortwave, and I'm gonna make videos on that too because I want to get into this. I like this. When he posted that, I was like, wow, marine traffic. That's so cool, you know. Of course, here in New Yonkers. Okay, let me go here. Up the Hudson, Yonkers was here. Tugboat. Okay, tugboat. That's tugboat. Let me zoom in Yonkers a little bit more. So I want to look at his dock there. And then this one, which one is this one? Okay, is that showing you this one? And which one is this one? Probably a pleasure. Another tug. Okay. So right now it tells you what status it's on. If it's anchored. So this one is anchored. So it's not going anywhere, you can see. And that one is anchored out there in the middle of the Hudson. Then on the other side of Jersey, there's a pleasure craft. So there's two pleasure craft. You know, recreational boat, whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, I went out too far. And then this boat, Viking, which is the Viking? What is that? I saw it earlier. Oh, it's another pleasure craft. Okay. And this one is out of, what is that? Another pleasure craft. What is the name of that one is Out of Office. That's a unique boat name. Out of Office, out of the office. So this is a pusher tug, Josephine. Let me see. And then where was that? That's Josephine. Okay. Circle line. Oh, the circle line. Okay, I've been on that. So that's the circle line. So that's the one that's going around Manhattan right now. So for those who don't know, if you ever visit New York City, I would do the circle line. You go around Manhattan Island. It goes right by the Statue of Liberty. It goes underneath the George Washington Bridge. Let me see how many can I go to. Let me look at the details of that. Let's open up the. I'll go back to the. I just want to show you the circle line. They have pictures. So this is the circle line. No, I'm on the website. Marinetraffic.com. Oh shoot, sorry. Come on. I can't go in. Let me scroll up here. So this is the circle line. I put a big picture of it. There you go. Okay, so that's the circle line. So sightseeing. It's a sightseeing cruise. So you go through it. So you go through the Statue of Liberty. So it's pretty cool that they have the you track that circle line. So let me go back to. I can close that. So this is a website. I don't know if they have an app for this. I have to check. But yeah, so that's the circle line. So that one goes. Let me zoom in. So the circle line. This is Manhattan Island right here. New York City is Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and the Bronx. So the circle line goes all around Manhattan Island. All the way up Manhattan Island. It's about almost 2 hours. It's a nice boat. They do have it? Okay. Oh, that's cool then. Yeah. So cool. Yeah, I figured I gotta have it because I mean the ADSB app they have. So let me just. So that's pretty cool, you know, marinetraffic.com. So I'm gonna download the decoder because let me sip some water first. Right now, not much going on there, but I just like to maybe I get a contact here and there. Right now, it's like 10 meters is not that. It's a little active, but not much. Right here. Because I know that you can look up, for example. Let me try. So there's another circle line right here. This one is Queens one. Circle line Queens. So I'm trying to find out where the information is at. Okay, so we go to vessel details. Let's see what the details are. Of course, all the port calls, recent ones. Tell you when it was built. There's a lot of information here on the ship. I think it's this number. I think you take this number, and this is I'm gonna do video on that. I believe it's that number, the MMSI number, that you can search, and then I forgot what it is. I'm trying to remember what I don't want to go to this one and show you, but anyway, I think the software, you put that number in and you see the messages it sends out, and you can decode it, which is pretty cool. Yeah. So, and Ken asked me this a few months ago, and I was like, I had no idea about this website. So, Ken, if you're watching or you watch this video, then now you know that you can track ships. And you can see there's a lot of marine traffic. Look, if I zoom out, look at all the marine traffic. Like even in the down the Mississippi River and all that. Like, a lot of marine traffic all over. And you can also listen, marine band. With my scanner again. I got tugboats right over here, not far from me. That tugboat is a couple of miles away. So if they're, and they're on the marine band, I can listen to it. I can listen to chatter. Okay. So let me zoom in back here where I'm at. So right now, like I said, I'm in Yonkers. So I'm going way up there. I'm going way up there. Yonkers. Sorry. I'm going right here, Yonkers. You see right now you have the tugboat. Right? So, I could probably, and listen to, listen in on it. So if they're, talking, you could probably pick it up and listen. So that's why I like this, the website, it's a nice tool. And of course, on this side of Westchester, because it's all Westchester County. I live in Yonkers, but this is Westchester County. This whole thing is Westchester County. Actually, Westchester County goes all the way up here. Let me zoom out and show you Westchester. So Westchester County is all of this. All of this up here. All of this is Westchester County. And I made a video a while back now. I'm going to make an update video on it. Radio reference. When you want to listen to the police, I know by, I think, the end of next year, New York City police is no longer going to be analog. It's going to be digital, encrypted. But I can still listen to a lot of other police over here. All of this municipalities. Yonkers Police, Mount Vernon Police, right over right into New Jersey. I can listen to some police. But also, again, marine band. You got boating over here. So what is this? This is another tugboat, right? What is this? It's taking a while to load. And a ton. I don't know what that. Okay, this one's taking too long to load. Let me try this. I'll come back. Oh, so these are something else. I don't know what this is. What is this one? Oh, the sailing vessel. Okay. So Jim says they have an Android app for this. But when you see this, I mean it's out of the range for AIS. What's this one? Oh, some of them look sailing vessel. This one has a picture. Muskoka. This is Catalyst. Pleasure crab, okay. And what is this one over here? What is this one? Inland maintenance craft, okay. Dredger, okay, so that's the. So this is all Long Island over here. College Point, Queens. LaGuardia's right here. What is this over here? Robert Burton. What is that? A tugboat. A lot of tugboats. This one is a waste disposal vessel. So that's around Hunts Point in the Bronx. So it's called the Rockaway. They got more photos. Let's see, they got more photos of that one. And these are all the photos of that boat. Okay, so this is a waste disposal ship. So there's a lot of things you can listen to, you know. So this stuff you can probably pick it up on the Marine Band and so on. And also, like he showed you, you can decode messages on some. Okay. So I'm gonna download the I'm gonna check out the Android app for that. I'm gonna check that out. So thank you, Jim, for that. For giving me the heads up on that. I thought about it. I was like, they must have an app for this. Man, I'm gonna check it right now. I'm gonna check it myself. Go on my phone and the Play Store. So that is Marine Traffic. Marine Traffic. Let me see what comes up. Yeah, so they have it right here. Marine Traffic, ship tracking. There's a couple of them actually. There's one called Marine Traffic Ship Finder. Which is the one you have, Jim? Vessel Finder. I'm going with the first one, Marine Traffic. Let me see. Let me just see. Yeah, okay, Marine Traffic. So I'm going to install that one. So Marine Traffic. Yeah, because I sometimes I go down there. When I did my rail fan videos, I go down to the river. Because from my house to the Hudson River is about a mile.